What if I told you that right now, sitting in your kitchen cabinet or available at your local health food store, there are 5 natural supplements that could meaningfully lower your blood pressure, improve your circulation, and protect your heart, all without a single prescription? And what if I told you that most doctors never mention them to their patients over 60, even though the science is solid? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what they are, how they work, and how to start using them safely. This is the information your heart has been waiting for. Hello and welcome back. If you are watching this right now, chances are you or someone you love is dealing with blood pressure that is higher than it should be. Maybe your doctor has said the word hypertension. Maybe you are already on medication and wondering if there is something more you can do. Or maybe you are simply being proactive, taking your health seriously, and doing your research before things get out of hand. All of those reasons are valid, all of them matter, and all of them are exactly why this video exists. I am Dr. Thomas Reeves, a cardiologist with over 10 years of experience helping patients like you take control of their blood pressure, protect their heart, and improve their overall health. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. Before we go any further, if you are serious about maintaining healthy blood pressure, strengthening your heart, and living with confidence, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I share real information backed by real science for people just like you. And if this topic matters to you, type 1 in the comments and tell me where in the world you are watching from. If not, type 0 so I know how to help you better next time. Now let us get into it. Here is something that most people do not fully appreciate. Once you cross that threshold into your 60s, your cardiovascular system begins to change in very specific ways. The walls of your arteries, which have been flexible and responsive since birth, begin to stiffen. Your blood vessels lose some of their ability to dilate and contract smoothly. The enzymes your body produces to keep your blood flowing freely start to slow down in their production. And all of this adds up to one thing: blood pressure that naturally tends to creep upward with age. Now, here is the critical part. Elevated blood pressure is not just a number on a machine. It is a silent force that is putting strain on your heart every single day. It increases your risk of stroke. It damages the delicate lining of your arteries. It can affect your kidneys, your vision, and even your cognitive function. And for seniors who are committed to staying active, staying sharp, and enjoying every decade ahead, unmanaged blood pressure is the single biggest threat you face. The good news is that nature, combined with smart science, has provided us with some remarkable tools, and today we are going to go through 5 of them one by one. Each one has published research behind it. Each one addresses blood pressure through a different mechanism, and together they represent a comprehensive natural approach to cardiovascular wellness that every person over 60 should know about. So let us start with number 1. Supplement 1, magnesium. If there is one supplement on this list that affects your blood pressure at the deepest biochemical level, it is this one, magnesium. And the reason so few people are getting enough of it is both surprising and troubling. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 biochemical processes inside your body. It plays a role in muscle contraction, nerve signaling, energy production, and critically for our purposes today, it directly regulates the tension in your blood vessel walls. According to research published and reviewed by Harvard Health, magnesium helps your blood vessels relax, which allows blood to move more freely through your circulatory system and naturally brings blood pressure down. In one particularly compelling study, participants who took 300 milligrams of supplemental magnesium every day for just 1 month showed measurable reductions in their blood pressure readings. 1 month. That is not a long time to see a real difference. But here is what makes magnesium especially valuable for my patients over 60. It does 2 other things that matter enormously at this stage of life. First, it helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep through the night. Sleep disruption is one of the hidden drivers of elevated blood pressure, and magnesium is one of the most effective natural sleep aids available. Second, it reduces muscle cramping. As we age, nighttime leg cramps and muscle tightness become more common. Magnesium acts as a natural calcium blocker in your muscles, helping them fully relax after contraction, and easing that cramping you may be experiencing. So, with magnesium, you are getting cardiovascular support, better sleep, and less muscle discomfort all at once. That is a powerful combination for anyone over 60 who wants to stay active and feel well. Now let us move on, and I promise you, the next one has a history that goes back nearly 2,000 years. Supplement 2. Hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry. The name might sound familiar, or it might be completely new to you. But here's what you need to know. Healers and physicians have been using this plant to treat conditions of the heart and circulatory system since the very first century. That is not folklore. That is a recorded history of therapeutic use spanning 2 full millennia. And modern science is now confirming what ancient practitioners already knew. According to early and ongoing research, hawthorn berry extract has a remarkable ability to help your heart pump blood more effectively while simultaneously opening and relaxing the walls of your blood vessels, particularly the smaller vessels further from your heart that are often most affected by hypertension. What is especially relevant for this audience is a specific finding from Penn State Medical Center. In a clinical study focused on patients with type 2 diabetes who were already taking prescribed blood pressure medication, hawthorn extract was found to be effective in further reducing hypertension. That is significant. It suggests hawthorn can complement existing medical treatment rather than interfere with it, but the benefits do not stop there. In a separate large-scale study, participants taking hawthorn berry reported meaningful improvements in some of the most debilitating symptoms of cardiovascular strain, including shortness of breath during activity, persistent fatigue, and heart palpitations. For seniors who have been experiencing any of those symptoms, that is a genuinely meaningful finding. Hawthorn berry essentially works as a gentle but effective cardiovascular tonic. It strengthens the heart muscle, relaxes the arteries, and helps your entire circulatory system work more efficiently. And for those of you over 60 who want to stay active, keep up with grandchildren, and enjoy walks without feeling winded, this supplement deserves serious consideration. We are 2 supplements in, and I hope you are beginning to see the pattern here. Each of these works through a different mechanism. Magnesium relaxes vessel walls from the inside. Hawthorn opens vessels and strengthens the heart. What comes next may surprise you. Because supplement number 3 works on something most people have never thought about: the thickness of their blood. Before we get into supplement 3, and I want you to pay close attention to this one because it addresses something that becomes more dangerous with every passing birthday, I want to take a quick moment. If you are finding this video valuable so far, if you are learning something that you genuinely did not know before, please take 2 seconds right now and hit that subscribe button. There is no cost, and it ensures that every new video I release comes straight to you. Your heart health is worth that 2 seconds. Now let us talk about your blood. Supplement 3. Nattokinase. Nattokinase. This is one of the most fascinating and least discussed supplements in the cardiovascular world, and its origins are as interesting as its effects. Nattokinase is an enzyme, a natural biological catalyst, extracted from a traditional Japanese fermented food called natto. Natto has been a staple of Japanese cuisine for centuries, and researchers began to notice that populations with high natto consumption tended to have notably better cardiovascular health outcomes. When scientists investigated why, they discovered nattokinase. Here is what it does. As we age, the levels of an enzyme called plasmin in our bodies begin to decline. Plasmin is your body's natural mechanism for breaking down fibrin, which is the protein that forms the basis of blood clots. Less plasmin means blood clots break down more slowly, which means your blood becomes progressively thicker and stickier with each passing year. And thicker, stickier blood moves through your arteries and veins with more resistance, which drives blood pressure up. Imagine, for a moment, the difference between honey and water moving through a narrow pipe. Honey pushes against the walls of that pipe with far more force. That is essentially what happens in your circulatory system when your blood is too thick. Nattokinase helps restore your blood to something closer to that free-flowing state, reducing resistance throughout your vascular system and allowing your blood pressure to naturally normalize. The research here is specific and compelling. One published study found that nattokinase supplementation could reduce systolic blood pressure by up to 10 points and diastolic blood pressure by up to 5.5 points. For context, a 10-point reduction in systolic pressure is clinically meaningful. That is the kind of change that can move someone from a hypertensive reading to a normal one. And beyond blood pressure, the implications of healthier blood flow extend to every organ in your body. Your brain, your kidneys, your extremities, all of them benefit when circulation improves. For seniors focused on staying sharp, mobile, and energetic, this matters enormously. So we have covered 3 supplements now. Magnesium relaxes your vessel walls. Hawthorn strengthens your heart and opens your arteries. Nattokinase thins your blood and improves flow. The next supplement works through an entirely different pathway, one that most people are surprised to learn has a direct connection to blood pressure. It works through your nervous system. Supplement 4. GABA. GABA. The full name is gamma-aminobutyric acid, but GABA is what most people know it as. And while you may have heard of it in the context of sleep support or stress management, what is less commonly understood is the direct and measurable connection between GABA and blood pressure. GABA is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger produced naturally in your brain. Its primary function is inhibitory, meaning it calms down the activity of your central nervous system. When GABA levels are adequate, your nervous system operates in a more relaxed, regulated state. And here is the key insight. When your central nervous system is calmer, your blood vessels respond accordingly. They relax. And when your blood vessels relax, your blood pressure goes down. This is not a vague or indirect connection. It is a well-established physiological pathway. Chronic stress and nervous system overactivation are significant contributors to sustained high blood pressure, particularly in older adults who may be managing grief, health anxiety, family pressures, or simply the accumulated stress of decades of life. GABA helps interrupt that cycle. In one controlled clinical study, participants with above-average blood pressure were given GABA-rich chlorella supplements over a 12-week period compared to a placebo group. At the end of the 12 weeks, those who received the GABA-rich supplement showed not only significantly greater reductions in both their systolic and diastolic numbers, but also measurably reduced levels of physiological stress markers. They were objectively calmer, and their blood pressure reflected that. For my patients over 60 who tell me they feel constantly tense, who struggle to unwind in the evenings, or who notice their blood pressure spikes during stressful situations, GABA is often the supplement I discuss first. Because if your nervous system is always running hot, no amount of dietary change alone is going to fully address your blood pressure. You need to calm the system itself. We are now 4 supplements deep, and the final one on this list is personally my favorite. And I think when you hear the research, you will understand why. Supplement 5, grapeseed extract. Grapeseed extract. This one sounds almost too simple. Something derived from the seeds of grapes, the same fruit sitting in a bowl on your kitchen counter right now. But do not let the familiarity fool you. The research behind grapeseed extract is some of the most impressive in the entire field of natural cardiovascular supplementation. In what has become a landmark study conducted at the University of California at Davis, scientists examined the specific effects of grapeseed extract on blood pressure in a controlled human population. The results were remarkable. Participants taking grapeseed extract experienced an average reduction in their systolic blood pressure of at least 12 points. 12 points. That is a clinically significant reduction by any measure, equivalent to what some pharmaceutical interventions produce and achieved with a natural plant-derived compound. So how does it work? Grapeseed extract is exceptionally rich in a class of antioxidants called oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs. These compounds have a powerful and well-documented effect on endothelial function, which is the health and responsiveness of the inner lining of your blood vessels. Healthy endothelium means vessels that dilate properly, respond to the body's signals efficiently, and maintain the kind of smooth, consistent flow that keeps blood pressure stable. As we age, oxidative stress attacks the endothelium. Free radicals damage the delicate cells lining our arteries, making them stiffer and less responsive. Grapeseed extract delivers a concentrated dose of antioxidant protection directly to those cells, essentially helping restore the youthful function of your blood vessel walls. Beyond blood pressure, the OPCs in grapeseed extract have also been studied for their benefits to brain circulation, their anti-inflammatory effects, and their role in supporting healthy vision, which is another area of concern for many seniors. This supplement works on multiple fronts simultaneously. And it is worth noting that grapeseed extract, along with every supplement on this list today, is available without a prescription at most major health food stores and online retailers. None of them are exotic or expensive. They are accessible, they are practical, and the science behind them is real. Let us take a moment to bring everything together, because I want to make sure you leave this video with a clear picture of what you have just learned. Supplement 1 is magnesium. It relaxes blood vessel walls at the biochemical level, reduces blood pressure in as little as 1 month of consistent use, and additionally supports sleep quality and reduces muscle cramping. It addresses the physical tension in your vessels directly. Supplement 2 is hawthorn berry. Used for nearly 2,000 years for heart health, it helps your heart pump more efficiently, opens and relaxes your blood vessel walls, and has been clinically shown to support blood pressure management even in patients already on medication. It is a true cardiovascular tonic. Supplement 3 is nattokinase. It works by addressing blood viscosity, helping to break down the fibrin that makes your blood thicker and stickier as you age. Thinner, freer flowing blood means less resistance in your arteries and naturally lower pressure. Studies show reductions of up to 10 systolic points. Supplement 4 is GABA. This works through the nervous system pathway, calming the central nervous system activity that drives blood pressure up under stress. It is particularly valuable for those whose blood pressure spikes in tense situations or who feel chronically wound up. And supplement 5 is grapeseed extract. Packed with OPC antioxidants, it protects and restores the inner lining of your blood vessels, supporting endothelial health and producing some of the most dramatic blood pressure reductions seen in natural supplement research, including an average 12-point drop in systolic pressure in the UC Davis study, 5 different mechanisms, 5 different entry points into the problem of high blood pressure, and each one available to you today. Now, I want to be clear about something important, because I am a physician and responsible guidance matters. While each of these supplements has genuine scientific support, they are not substitutes for medical care. If you are currently on blood pressure medication, please do not stop taking it without speaking to your doctor. What you can do is bring this list to your next appointment and have a conversation about whether any of these might complement your current treatment plan. In many cases, the answer will be yes. And if you are not yet on medication but have been told your blood pressure is borderline or elevated, these supplements may be a powerful part of a broader strategy that includes diet, movement, stress management, and sleep. No single supplement does everything on its own, but combined intelligently, these 5 can make a real and measurable difference. I genuinely believe that the information in this video has the potential to change the trajectory of your heart health. Not because I said so, but because the research says so, because thousands of patients have experienced real results with these natural approaches, and because you, watching this right now, deserve to have every tool available to you. If you found this video helpful, do 3 things for me right now. First, hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because I release new heart health videos every week, and I do not want you to miss a single one. Second, share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a spouse, anyone over 60 who is dealing with blood pressure challenges. You may be giving them information that changes their health. And third, drop a comment below. Tell me which of these 5 supplements you are most interested in trying. I read every single comment and I respond as often as I can. This is Dr. Thomas Reeves. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of your heart, because your heart is taking care of you. I will see you in the next video.